Hello and welcome back to Rambit Castle Blood 2 vs 2 tournament, and sadly we don't have loser finals game because Fran from the team Challenge Accepted decided to forfeit the games, and Team GG with Pixie and Final are gonna get to the winners bracket with a free win basically, because Fran decided not to play anymore. He didn't want to play anymore. He basically said that once he's gonna lose, he's gonna stop playing. So we don't have a game for it. But luckily for them, for Team Challenge Accepted, they will still get third place. So it's not too bad for them. So it's all good. But Team GG and Team Menaplumbos will fight for the first and second place, and I guess we will see who will win those games in a later episode, because we have actually a different episode here just to fill out that gap. We have a game from round 1, which is Team Challenge Accepted versus some team. I'm not sure which team name was it, sadly, but it's kind of special because it's 1 versus 2. We have the other team, the enemy team, with Sadi player and Hirono 01, and then we have Dan from Team Challenge Accepted and a computer, because Fran didn't show up for round 1, so Dan decided to go 1 versus 2 and just see if he can win the game alone, basically. So yeah, we don't have the other game, the losers finals, so we're gonna just commentate or see this game or whatever you can call this. So yeah, we're gonna talk about this game instead, because obviously this is more special, because if Dan hadn't win 1 versus 2 in round 1, then they wouldn't even have got to the losers finals, and they wouldn't even get this far. They could have been knocked out in round 1, and that would be it for them. So yeah, we're gonna cast this game. So let's look at the civilization and the spots. Dan Blink, player 1, and his Turks. So the other team has Saudi player as Byzantines, and Dan's allies Byzantines as well. Basil the Macedonian, and Saudi player's ally Hirono 01, he's Turks. So let's see what they're gonna do. Okay, let's unpause the game. So Paladins and Archers of Ice. Well, actually the computer picked something. This is quite interesting. Dan isn't picking anything for some reason. Not sure what's with that. Okay, Saudi player and Hirono being a little slow with their card tower upgrade for some reason. Oh, and this is interesting. The AI player is gonna have his bombard tower standing. This is really interesting. Hirono just lost his bombard tower, but the computer player has the bombard tower standing. That's actually quite funny. And we obviously know the results, that Dan had to win this game with the AI, because otherwise we wouldn't have seen them win against Team GG in round 2 and Team Chupama in round 3. And so yeah, they had to win this game, so we're gonna see how he's gonna win this game with his computer ally. So he's going for castles, Turks, so he's gonna garrison all his guard towers and he's gonna try and raise. What are the enemies doing? Hirono is not sending his Janissaries to garrison in the towers for some reason. He should really do that. What is Saudi player doing? Saudi player is trying to raise the middle towers for Basil the Macedonian, And he's in the Imperial Age. Southern player and Hirono are both in the Imperial Age, actually. So that's good for them, and Hirono is sending units to garrison in the middle. That's also good for him. So Dan has almost garrisoned everything, I think. There is just one tower. It seems to be not fully garrisoned yet. So he's gonna be getting the raisings, and he's gonna afford Imperial Age now, which is really good for him. He has 5 castles. Side player has 3 and Hirono has just 2, so his production of units is quite slow. Dan is throwing away his house guard. That's unwise move, but he did get a raising, so I'm not sure if it's a fair trade, a house guard for a raising, but I guess he deemed it worthy enough. Hirono is not garrisoning the towers as fast as you would want to do it. Never mind. So now I'm going to Imperial Age. He's gonna have keep upgrade in a moment. Bracer obviously too. And he's gonna get all the raisings in the middle by the looks of things, because even though Hirono did garrison his January series, but he was, I think, too slow, and now he's gonna have to fight the towers of Basil the Macedonian, whereas Dan will be able to start aiming at Hirono's towers in a moment. This house and this keep will go down, and then he will be able to fire at Hirono's towers. So it will be all good for him. Dan is actually trying to garrison some of his units inside here. It's a good decision because they will contribute like 4 arrows, and you won't have to resupply those Janissaries all the time. Hirono doesn't even have light Janissaries, which is a bit weird. He doesn't have the armor upgrades. I guess he doesn't know really how to play Rambit Castle Blood that well. Oh, and what is going on here? Green is actually has 8 castles somehow. I'm not sure how he managed to buy the castles, and he has a lot of cataphracts sitting in his base and doing nothing. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, the monkeys. I don't think the computer is gonna move that. Yeah, I don't think there is a script for the computer to move it. So Dan went for the Genitor. Sadie player went for the mortar. I guess Sadie player is the one in his team who knows how to play RCB, and he basically forced his friend to play RCB. I think that's the case. And Dan has the middle now. He has the races, he has the middle, and yeah, doesn't really look good for solid player because light cataphract, they're not gonna do much against light Janissaries protected by field keeps. King wise, Hirono has 3 kings here, and so does Sade player. Not sure what they're gonna do with them. Not sure if it's gonna help them either if they buy anything, because I assume Dan is gonna hold the middle and place his Tamerlane in the middle. I assume that's gonna happen. He does have these kings there. Maybe he's thinking what to do next, because his enemies don't seem to be doing anything for now. Basil doing nothing. Obviously a computer doesn't have a script for how to play RCB. So yeah, nothing new there. Oh, and Dan is sending his kings to buy the Tamerlanes. That could be GG. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. The other team is getting raises, so they have kings. Robin Hood is an option, and Charmander is an option. And Dan is gonna start powering up. his units. Okay. Oh, and finished replying the game. Oh yeah, I forgot. One of the players from this game dropped. I think it was yellow, and sadly player was not interested in going back, I think. So they played on, like 1 versus 1 style, with the useless computer ally just doing nothing, and eventually Dan won the game. So sadly player lost. I'm not sure what happened after, but Dan eventually won the game. So yeah. Well, I mean, this could have gone differently if Yellow hadn't dropped, because Yellow had 5 kings and he could have bought Robin Hood, so Robin Hood could have countered these in some form, and with Cataphract Meat Shield they could have been quite useful, but the time to take to get 200 Robin Hood is quite long, and yeah, these Tamerlanes would be a lot stronger, and Dan would have a lot more Tamerlane in the middle as well, so we can't really say how the game would have gone if Yellow hadn't dropped and Red continued without his ally. But yeah, we know the outcome, how it went with just Dan versus Herono. I mean Dan versus Saudi player, so GG's by Dan, and a bold move to go 1 versus 2 in round 1 and just have a computer ally. But he still won, so I guess it was worth it. So yeah, this was round 1 between Dan and 2 other players. And obviously Team GG will battle against Menoplumbos, Pixie, and final versus Sanchi and Dopey, and that will be quite interesting to see as well. A bit sad that we didn't get the losers final game, but well, what can you do if a player refuses to play anymore? So you can't really force him, so it's his own choice to stop playing. So yeah, that's it for this match.